Today, we're going to be making JSK's $1 Million pot roast, okay? Now, guys, it's very important that when you're looking for a pot roast, we want to do a chuck roast, okay? Typically something with a lot of fat, marbly pieces on it, okay? So what we're going to do first, we're going to pan sear this, pat it dry first, because that is important on both sides, okay? As you can see, guys, this has already been cleaned. It's been sitting in lemon water, clean and ready to go, okay? But important to pat dry this, okay? So seasonings for this is going to be in the captions below, but we're going to just go ahead and season this on both sides, okay? And guys, don't worry, we're going to be using the rest of this seasoning later when we get ready and make our gravy, okay? So should definitely look like this, okay? So we're going to give it a minute. We're allowing the oil to get, where it needs to get so that we can pan sear, okay? We're going to go ahead and sear this, okay? Now, it should sound like that, okay? We're going to sear this on each side for about 3 or 4 minutes, and I got y'all. All right, guys, so we are getting ready to flip this bad boy, okay? Now, keep in mind, we're just searing, okay? Because it's actually going to cook down in the gravy, okay? We have seared this on both sides. Now, we're going to go ahead and take it out, okay? Now, it's not done yet, of course. We're just searing, okay? But this is what makes the flavor, okay? And this is typically what it should look like, okay? So we're going to set this to the side, and we're going to start pan searing our vegetables. So we're going to go in with our small onion. We're gonna go in with 6 stalks of celery, okay? We're also gonna go in with about 8 ounces of bell peppers. Mini sweet bell peppers, okay? So we are just gonna sear these for about 4 or 5 minutes, okay, guys? And then after that, we're gonna actually go ahead and add in our water, our chicken broth, and our potatoes. And then we're gonna add the roast right back in, okay? So while this is cooking down, guys, I'm actually gonna go in with my favorite, garlic butter, okay? I get this from Sam's, okay? Just in case, there's other garlic butters that you can use, but I preferably like this one. So we're just gonna use about a tablespoon of that, okay? Just enough to give it that flavor and seasoning. All right, so keep in mind, guys, this has to boil and also cook down, okay? But again, sear these for about 3 or 4 minutes, okay? Once you're done doing that, we can go ahead and go in with our water, chicken bouillon. We're gonna add everything back, okay? So, guys, right now, I'm gonna do about 6 cups of water, okay? Just gonna add it back, okay? Now, some people like to use better than beef bouillon. I'm actually gonna add some of that in here, but I also like to add a little bit of the chicken bouillon as well. And just for a little bit of flavor, okay? Next, we're gonna go in with our potatoes and carrots, okay? Which have pretty much already been rinsed, okay? Peppers. Guys, this is called a cubanelle pepper. Very flavorful, excuse me. I like to drop this in anything that I'm making, like gravy, rice, my greens, and also poblano pepper. Now this does give a little kick and spice, so if you don't want any spice, you may not want to use it, but it's not a big deal. Really, really good, okay? We're gonna drop one of those in of each, okay? And we're gonna let this start to cook down, and then we're gonna go ahead and add our pot roast back as well, okay? So before we cover this up and let it cook down, we're gonna go in with about 2 tablespoons of the better than beef bouillon, okay? Now, if you don't have better than beef bouillon, it's totally fine. If you wanna use beef broth to boil it down in, preferably, I like to use the better than beef bouillon. And we're just gonna stir it in, okay? Now that we have this getting ready to cook down, I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of that seasoning from earlier, okay? And again, season at your discretion, okay? But if you're following my way, you're gonna use what I'm telling you to use, okay? So, we're just gonna let this cook down, add our roast, and we'll be back. Guys, we are here right now. We're getting ready to cut our roast, okay? So typically what we're gonna do, we're gonna slice this roast how we want to slice it, okay? Now, some people like theirs shredded. I don't. I like it like sliced. you can just lay it right across the plate, okay? But you cut your roast how you like. Now this isn't quite done yet the way as well as I would like it to be, but keep in mind it's gonna go back in the gravy and be cooked down, okay? So we're just slicing this, just making some pieces off of it. Okay, now you see the fat, my favorite. Now, everybody, you don't have to eat the fat. I particularly like the fat, okay? But it's a lot of flavor, okay? I mean, and you don't gotta use it all. So I won't use all of it, okay? I'm gonna cut a little bit off. But for the most part, I like it for flavoring. We are getting ready to start our green beans, okay? So we're gonna go in with about 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, okay? It's my favorite. If you have olive oil, you can use that, okay? Of course, the famous garlic butter that I use everything on this. We're gonna go in about a tablespoon of that as well, okay? We're gonna let this cook down, okay? And when it starts to sizzle, we're gonna get ready to drop these green beans. Now guys, keep in mind, the green beans are fresh green beans. I got them out of Publix, okay? Fresh green beans, okay? The captions below will have all the seasonings that you need to make these green beans. We're just gonna come over here, guys, and we're gonna add the green beans in. I like to not brown them, but season them in this butter garlic a little bit. And then what I'm gonna go in and do, I'm gonna add about 1 or 2 cups of water and let them cook down, okay? So, let's just get it added. Uh-oh, we at home. We're getting ready to make our gravy. So keep in mind what we have in our pot. This is what we boiled our roast in and our potatoes. So right now we're just getting ready to thicken up the gravy. Now, most people like to make their gravy from scratch with peppers and onions. We're not doing that today. I'm just gonna typically add in some cornstarch and make my juice thicker, and then continue to go ahead and cook down my pot roast. And then I'll add my vegetables. We're gonna whisk this in, okay? Now again, guys, depending on how thick you want your gravy, you may need more. So, I'm just gonna take the whisk and we're gonna whisk this in, okay? Okay. Now, this will form a nice thick gravy once it cooks down, okay? Now, if I need to add more, I will, but I started with 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, okay? We are also gonna go ahead, guys, this is a red wine gravy, okay? So, of course, we got our cooking wine. We're gonna go in with about 1 cup of that, okay? All right, guys, so now we're just adding our beef back. This is gonna allow the beef to cook down some more and get really tender. Let our gravy get thick. So we'll add our veggies next. We'll put them back in. We don't wanna overcook. All right, guys. So this is the finished product of our green beans. This is what they should look like once they're cooked down. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go in with about a teaspoon of black pepper, just to make it a little spicy like me. Okay, and there we have it, guys. Butter, garlic, fresh green beans. I got y'all. So as you can see, our chuck pot roast has cooked down just the way we need it to do. What we're gonna do now is, I'm gonna add in 2 tablespoons of browning, okay? And guys, you can use any kind of browning you like. I just like Grace. I like that brand. But this is just, to make our gravy a little bit dark, not too much. I mean, because it's already pretty dark, right? So, it's about 1 tablespoon of that, okay? That's all you need, and I just want y'all to see what it's about to do. I love it. Okay. So, as you can see, that gravy got really thick, like we needed it to. Right? So there wasn't no need to really add any more cornstarch to this portion. Now I'm just gonna slowly add our veggies, okay? And we're gonna stir them in, okay? This is what's gonna make it, guys. So we're gonna give this a good stir, make sure everything is evenly coated. And keep in mind, guys, with the potatoes, once we let this cook down for another 10 minutes, they're so done, they're gonna also allow the gravy to thicken a little more. So there's no need to add any more cornstarch. Just a quick tip, you can also use flour the same exact way we did with the cornstarch, okay? So if you don't have cornstarch, it's fine, use flour. All right, guys. So we are going to just add a little bit of parsley in this. As you can see, it's getting what it needs to get, right? Oh, I get so excited. So we're just gonna add a little bit, 2 tablespoons. So we're gonna add a half a tablespoon of parsley in here. Okay, and we're gonna save the rest when we plate. Alrighty guys, so this is our finished product of our pot roast, okay? It's juicy, tender, just like me. As you can see, this thing is literally falling off a bone and I didn't even own it. So, guys, we're gonna be plating this with rice. Today, we use parboiled rice, okay? It's simple. Follow the instructions on the back. Whatever rice you like to use, whether it's parboiled or jasmine, at your discretion, okay? But we did parboiled today. All right, guys, this is what we look like, okay? We got our gravy, we got our rice, we got our pot roast. JSK.